The exceptionally expected rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk has at last occurred, and boxing stars rush to share their responses. Following quite a while of development and extraordinary examination, the battle has satisfied all the promotion. Specialists and masters the same have said something regarding the battle's outcome, sharing their bits of knowledge and contemplations on what just went down in Riyadh. Here is a gathering of what the geniuses needed to say regarding this incredible confrontation.
What do you think, truthfully?
I thought he was dead tonight. I thought he was going to get it, if I'm honest.
I swear to God, I thought I won it by at least 3 rounds. I bossed the fight in front, put all my work. In that fight there, never hurt me once. Landed. I've got a couple of flesh wounds. They'll be gone in 2 or 3 days. But yeah, not a mark on me. We're all on. But listen, it is what it is. I know what's happened, and that's it. I go home, and that's it. There's not much I can say. Not much I can say or do, to be fair. I took it more serious. I was on that front foot more, and that's it.
I very respect this guy because I think it's very tough my opponent. Tyson Fury make me strong. Tyson Fury continue not like motivated for me, but Tyson is a great opponent. It's a big man, it's a tough boxer, it's a good man. Tyson a lot of talk, yeah? It just show. I am very respect Tyson Fury. 24 rounds, listen, now is already history.
I'm dumbfounded. They gave him 4 rounds out of 12 rounds, which is impossible. I mean, I've been around a long time, and I know I'm biased, but one judge didn't give him any round from round 6 onwards. Not one round, look. How can that be? That's impossible. And the same with the other judge here. They give him 1 round out the last 6, and the same here with this guy. It's crazy, you know. And I'm calm and collected. I'm not screaming and shouting. That is a nonsense. Everybody along that front row there, including, and their faces were long as kites. The management of Usyk, and everybody along the front had him winning. Oscar De La Hoya and I had him winning by 3-4 rounds. We're sitting there, and that's Oscar, and he's a neutral.
Lennox, first off, overall impression of the fight?
It was a good fight. I would have liked to see Tyson a little bit more, you know, aggressive and go after Usyk a bit more, because, you know, he won the first fight, so it was up to Tyson to go after him and make sure he wins the second fight.
Was the scoring correct in your opinion?
I didn't hear the scoring.
But in terms of the winner?
In terms of the winner, yes.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury fought much better, but Usyk still won more rounds. I think that's how you sum it up. Where they go from here, like I said, man, Usyk done did everything he could do. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if he called it a career, man, wrapped it up.
Same result, but it is wider. 116, 112.
116, 112. Fair scoring. I'm curious to see what AI had.
I thought it was a draw. I thought it was very difficult to split them. You know, I look at the reaction, and most people have. Excuse me, guys. Most people have Usyk winning the fight, I guess.
The AI judge had it 118, 110.
Get rid of the AI judge.
Yeah.
The AI judge don't work.
Did you
but the only thing I will say is, come this way. The only thing I will say is 3 judges scored it the same, and I like it when that happens. You know, because sometimes we see a lot of variation in the scorecard. So for me, I thought there were so many close rounds. I thought it was really difficult to split.
What did you think of Tyson Fury losing tonight? Did you agree with the judges?
Yeah, I did. I think the first rounds were close. Tyson had a few of the middle rounds, but I think the back stretch, last 6, I think Usyk pretty much had all the options winning. Thought it was not as great of a fight as the first time, but you could see that both men really respected each other. They were both trying not to give too much away, and when they started letting the hands go, then the fireworks came. But But then it was a bit too late. Like it weren't the most classic spectacle, but Usyk did what he needed to do to win, and I think Fury tactically was a lot better. He stayed on his side of things. He was punching and trying to negate the work of Usyk, so I think they did a much better job at cancelling each other out, but I just think Usyk had more quality over the fight.
How did you score the fight? We've just seen Oleksandr Usyk got a unanimous decision by 2 rounds.
I think Usyk pulled it off in the second half of the fight. Usyk comes out strong in the second half of the fight. I didn't see Tyson use many jabs. I didn't see Tyson use his distance, and therefore we saw the outcome, and Usyk deserves it.
Do you see any improvements in Tyson from the first fight? Any adjustments?
I don't think I did. I saw Tyson tired, but it's a testament to Usyk's abilities inside the ring.
Yeah, I thought it was a fantastic fight. It was to and fro. I did think Usyk did win the fight personally. Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, how are you? Yeah, I did think he won the fight, but it was just a great fight all around.
Did you think that the weight had any factor? What did you think of Tyson coming in heavier?
I think it did have a factor. It depends in different parts. So he was able to, in parts, get hold of Usyk lean on him, put a little bit of good work in the body shots and stuff. But then I do think that down the straight, because Usyk was able to weather that, the conditioning did play a factor in the last few rounds where he was able to just throw 3-4 punches more in exchanges, and I think that's what edged it out for him.
Yeah, I thought it was really tight, really tight. I didn't score it round by round. It's, I hate it when people give their opinion and then you go, how did you have it? And they don't actually know. So my gut feeling was I thought Tyson was going to get it, but a lot of people around me were favouring Usyk. So obviously disappointed for Tyson, but. Congratulations to Usyk as well.
American boxing coach Teddy Atlas weighed in on the pound-for-pound rankings, stirring a heated debate in the boxing community. When approached by ESPN to update his rankings, Atlas placed Oleksandr Usyk at the top, dethroning Terence Crawford. This bold move highlighted Usyk's skill and dominance, sparking conversations about whether Usyk truly deserves the title of the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Atlas emphasized Usyk's technical brilliance and ability to outperform opponents in any weight class, underscoring why he believes Usyk belongs at the pinnacle of boxing greatness.
ESPN people called me this morning and said, Teddy, do you want to update your pound-for-pound list? I said, yeah, I do. I feel like I have to. Any changes? Yeah, I have a change. What is it? I want Usyk number 1. And I got to give credit to Crawford, who I had number 1 on that list. He has put himself on that list as one of the greatest winners, period, of any generation, period, any weight class, period, in the sport of boxing. He has earned the right to be on that list. And I want to give credit to Terence Crawford. He's a pretty quiet guy. He doesn't talk a lot. I think he's number 1 pound for pound. I have Inoue number 2 pound for pound. And Usyk was, up there. But I thought those were the guys.
While acknowledging Usyk's superiority, Atlas also gave credit to Crawford, describing him as a quiet but powerful force in the sport. By choosing Usyk, Atlas not only praised his achievements, but also reignited the age-old debate of style versus substance in boxing.
Does Oleksandr Usyk fit now in the scheme of the greatest of all time? I'm going to tell you this. There's great ones, let's not forget. There's great ones in this great history of this sport. This great sport that's been around so long. There's a history of people like I said.
Eddie Hearn, a prominent boxing promoter, shared his insights into the highly anticipated rematch, offering a balanced perspective. Despite his history with Oleksandr Usyk, Hearn openly backed Tyson Fury. His reasoning was rooted in Fury's resilience and ability to perform under pressure, traits that have defined his career. Hearn highlighted Fury's previous victories over elite fighters, including his unexpected dominance over Vladimir Klitschko and his dramatic redemption against Deontay Wilder.
Finish now, Dev. I said this, Oleksandr Usyk is an incredible fighter, and it will take something extraordinary to beat him on Saturday night. But I know we've had our differences. Tyson Fury is capable of extraordinary things. I think his victory against Vladimir Klitschko in Germany, I watched that in a hotel on a laptop in America. I thought he had absolutely no chance. He won every single round. When he fought Deontay Wilder in America, I thought he had absolutely no chance. He was robbed in the first fight. He smashed him to pieces in the second fight. Two generational great heavyweights, two credits to the sport. May God bless you both on Saturday night, but most of all, I can't believe I'm saying it, may Tyson Fury be victorious on Saturday night for Britain and get...
Hearn emphasized that Usyk is an extraordinary talent, requiring something equally remarkable to beat him. This, Hearn believes, is within Fury's capabilities. Citing Fury's mental toughness and adaptability, Hearn recalled moments when Fury exceeded expectations. Whether it was his tactical brilliance in dismantling Klitschko or his ferocious comeback to crush Wilder in their second encounter, Fury has consistently shown an ability to thrive in the toughest situations.
I've got a lot of history with Oleksandr Usyk, but I am backing Tyson Fury. Of course, he's the Brit. I've become fond of this gentleman next to me as well, Spencer Brown and the team. And I said before,
Tyson Fury himself declared his intent to reclaim the title, vowing to bring the belt back home. This confidence is echoed by many professionals who see Fury's size, stamina, and ring IQ as key factors in the fight.
Just finished a lovely little run in the bay with the lads. Working away, chipping away nicely. December 21st. Usyk, you're on notice. Come on!
Lennox Lewis also weighed in, comparing Usyk to a bunny rabbit and Fury to a giraffe. Lewis highlighted Usyk's need to stay mobile, using his speed and agility to neutralize Fury's physical advantages. Meanwhile, he noted Fury's ability to adjust mid-fight, a trait that could be crucial in securing victory.
This man here, Usyk, it's funny, and it's no disrespect, right? But everybody has that animal sign, and he reminds me of a bunny rabbit because he moves so well and nobody can catch him. And then I look at Tyson Fury, he's like a giraffe. So it's like I see them like two animals fighting each other, but who's gonna win? Is it the bunny rabbit or is it the giraffe?
How do they match up stylistically? Because Usyk's such a smaller heavyweight compared to Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't think Tyson has to move around that much. Usyk has to move around a lot. And he's going to be moving, using the ring up, and he's going to be in and out. He's not going to be no easy fight for Tyson Fury. You have to remember, this guy's an undisputed champion, and he doesn't like to lose. He hasn't lost, so you can never take your glove away from him.
Usyk cannot be taken lightly. Is the undisputed champion at under the heavyweights, and he hasn't lost, and when he trains for a fight and boxes for a fight, there's mental and physical involved. So, it's going to be a great fight, and he's not coming there to try and lose. He's coming there to try and win.
Oleksandr Usyk's preparation for the rematch has been nothing short of relentless. Videos from his camp show him perfecting his punches, enhancing his mobility, and working rigorously on his knees, a testament to his commitment to peak physical condition. Usyk understands the magnitude of the task ahead and is sparing no effort in ensuring he is at his best to face Tyson Fury. Usyk's camp has also emphasized the importance of strategy. The Ukrainian fighter is known for his cerebral approach, often adapting mid-fight to nullify his opponent's strengths. In an exclusive interview, Usyk revealed how he had prepared for Fury's body shots in their first bout, turning Fury's tactics into an opportunity to assert control. This ability to predict and counterattack could prove pivotal in the rematch.
Landed a really strong left hand at the end of the first round and the start of the second round. How important was it to show him early on that you could hurt him?
Це була запланована акція, яку я напрацьовував на протязі 9 місяців. Треба було одразу обозначити батька в рингі.
Show him who's boss early.
Yeah.
There were times where he found his distance quite well in the middle rounds. He landed some body shots from range. Was there ever a moment in the fight that you were concerned or you were worried that he was managing to land these shots?
Нічого я не переймався, у мене все було, був процес. Переймань ніяких не було.
Despite Fury's physical advantages, Usyk's mental toughness and ring intelligence are his greatest assets. Derek Chisora, a former opponent, praised Usyk's ability to confuse opponents with his seamless footwork and sharp angles. According to Chisora, this constant movement and fitness give Usyk an edge in the later rounds, when fights often become as much psychological as they are physical. With his intense preparation and strategic mindset, Usyk is aiming to outwit Fury and secure another career-defining victory.
We have to give a shout to Usyk. You know, he actually beat my backside. He beat AJ twice. He beat Daniel Dubois, and he beat Fury. Do you understand? He's beating up all the British boys. He gave us a whoop ass basically. Is he gonna do it again? I think he might do it again.
What's he like to face up to? I mean, what are the problems that he gives you?
He moves along and he's very fit. He's the only guy when they were promoting the fight with AJ, the second one, he arrived in London and he went to Olympic swimming pool and he swam for 6 hours non-stop.
It's interesting, AJ was saying about that, like after round 9 or so, you're going into those penultimate rounds when you think, right now the fight's getting hard and it becomes more of a psychological battle than the physical one. He said that's when Usyk comes into his own, because that's when he turns it up a notch and you can't compete with him. Any heavyweight, he's sort of like, he's got that extra gear in him, and that's what makes him different.
But a lot of people think that
he starts off slowly and going in, and he gets harder and harder and harder. By the time it's round 6, you think you're around 10, but you're only around 6. You know, so you have to be fit, and he keeps chucking. He chucks, he moves around, and with southpaws as well. It's the leading hand already, so if you do any silly mistakes, you get punished.
It's the combinations with a heavyweight as well. Heavyweights don't throw combinations like that as well, innit? So I think that's what it is.
Is there anyone else like him out there, Derek?
No. Even if you get sparring partners, they can't spar like him. So it's like you're just training for a ghost.
Are you telling me that Usyk will do it again to Fury?
Yes. 100%.
Carl Froch highlighted Fury's resilience, recalling how he rebounded spectacularly in his rematches against Deontay Wilder. This ability to learn from setbacks and deliver when it matters most has defined Fury's career. The rematch is not just about reclaiming titles, it's about proving he can rise again under immense pressure. For Fury, this is a fight that will define his place in boxing history.
Oh, I absolutely love the fact that Tyson Fury is sort of motivated, he's back in the gym, and for me that's the right attitude. He's saying all the right things. He said that. He said he was going to take on Deontay Wilder when he fought. I don't know if it was the second or the third. He's fought him 3 times. I don't know if it was the rematch or the third fight. He said he was going to take on Wilder. It might have been the first one. And everyone was like, no, he's never going to take Wilder on. Wilder's a massive puncher. He's not going to be able to cope with walking forward. If he walks into a shot, it's going to be fight over. But he actually stuck with his guns, and he stuck by it, and he got the fight won. He had 2 wins and a draw. He had Usyk in kind of trouble that I've never seen him in before. He had him hurt, hit him with an uppercut, he had him wobbled, but he couldn't maintain it, couldn't sustain it. So that's what he's got to do to beat Usyk. Stick it on him, put the pressure on him. The reason I mentioned very soon, but he was doing an interview, he mentioned that, and he said, I'm going to take on Usyk. And the fact that he said he's going to take him on, that's the way to beat Usyk when you're that big. If you're big and strong and ranging, you can lean on your opponent as well, bigger and heavier, and you've got that momentum. If he gets Usyk on his back foot and he's got the fitness to stay with him for 12 rounds, I mean, I don't think AJ's got 12 round fitness in him. He's past his best, but he won't need 12 rounds if he sticks it on Usyk, because
Former professional boxer Lennox Lewis compared Usyk's style to a bunny rabbit. highlighting his exceptional footwork and movement. This ability to move seamlessly around the ring makes Usyk a puzzle for opponents, creating an almost psychological edge. As Lewis noted, Usyk's relentless stamina and ability to gain momentum as the rounds progress will be crucial in frustrating Tyson Fury. This chess-like approach to boxing has made Usyk one of the most tactically sound fighters in the sport.
Trying to disarm it. Yeah. You know, everybody knows that. You know, Oleksandr Usyk's a smart boxer, so he understands all of that. You know, he's coming in, he's saying he's a hitman this time? Yeah. So, you know, that's his mentality. He's coming out like a hitman. So it's going to be a lot of drama. And it's going to be a great fight.
Lewis further emphasized that for Usyk to overcome Fury, he needs to constantly move up and down the ring. This not only minimizes Fury's size advantage, but also forces Fury into a more taxing fight. Given Usyk's undefeated record and accolades, this rematch represents his opportunity to solidify his dominance as an undisputed world champion. His unique combination of fitness, strategy, and psychological warfare could prove pivotal in this fight.
Make them think I'm vulnerable to the body. That's what I want them to think. Now my body's tough, and if they go to the body, I'm going to hit them at the same time.
Frank Warren, a longtime promoter for Fury, expressed confidence in Tyson's ability to win the rematch. Warren stated that Fury has learned from his mistakes in the first fight and is preparing to make the necessary adjustments to reclaim victory.
Well, it's one we'd all like to have seen, wouldn't we? Who knows? We don't know. But, you know, before all that can happen, we've got to see what happens on the 21st of December and the Riyadh season. You know, we get another great card, great fight, and we'll see how those two guys come through it. For me, I genuinely do believe that there's going to be I do believe Tyson will win the fight. Of course, I'd say that because I'm in his corner, but I do believe he'll win the fight.
I'll go with Tyson first. Speed.
10.
Power.
9.
Chin.
10.
Heart.
11.
Now with Oleksandr Usyk. Speed.
9.
Power.
8.
Chin.
9.
Heart.
If he don't moan about body shots, I'll give him a 10.
Just come out of this brutal war. Boxers, unlike other sportsmen, like footballers, go back to the dressing room, compose themselves. Boxing, you just had an absolute battle. You bared your soul, and then you got a microphone shoved up your nose. And Tyson's actions in that ring after the fight and Usyk was how much respect they gave each other.
You're a hard man. Do not lie. Warrior.
Tyson must have kissed him on the head about 3 times. Please, you know, and I mean this, you know, he should be given the respect for what he is as a boxer, as a fighter, as a warrior.
Tyson Fury himself appears to be employing psychological tactics ahead of the rematch, opting for a friendlier demeanor towards Usyk. Lennox Lewis suggested this approach might be a way to mentally disarm Usyk. However, Fury's track record in rematches, such as his comeback against Deontay Wilder, shows his resilience and ability to bounce back stronger. The Gypsy King's unpredictability and charisma, coupled with his immense physical attributes, could be the deciding factor in this epic rematch.
Make them think I'm vulnerable to the body. That's what I want them to think. Now my body's tough, and if they go to the body, I'm going to hit them at the same time.
How much?
Peter Fury, Tyson Fury's uncle and a seasoned trainer, has expressed that Oleksandr Usyk is the most challenging opponent Tyson has ever faced. He believes that the rematch will be a spectacle where the public will witness Tyson reaching new heights in his performance.
I think to analyse this properly, this is the best opponent that Tyson's been up against. But, you know, Tyson's got a lot more advantages than Usyk in size. He can box and he can punch as well. So, you know, Tyson on his A form should come through this fight and be undisputed champion.
I've seen some people suggest that it could be a boring fight, a bit of a chess match. How do you respond to that?
The public will be looking at his last fight. Well, listen, his last fight was against a fighter who's never had a fight before. He's not interested in it. This is a different ball game. This will be a fully focused Tyson, and I expect to see the best Tyson
because the best Tyson will get the job done. Anything less than the best Tyson, he'll come unstuck.
In contrast, former world champion George Groves holds the view that Usyk has the edge over Tyson Fury. He describes Usyk as a dark horse with the capability to outmaneuver and potentially break Tyson.
Where do you stand on that? What do you think? I know you was quite strong on that as well. I think that you went Usyk as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I picked Usyk to beat Fury. I remember when Usyk first moved up to heavyweight, I said he's a dark horse, don't write this guy off. You know, we've seen cruiserweights move up to heavyweight and dominate in previous years, and it did seem a bit unfathomable for a lot of people that he's never going to compete with the Anthony Joshuas, or people weren't even really talking about Tyson Fury, I don't think, quite at the time. Or maybe he just sort of burst back on the scene beating Wilder. But yeah, I still think Usyk beats him. I think, you know, the argument is a good big un beats a good little un, but I think Usyk is an exceptional fighter. I think in terms of their boxing ability, like, Usyk is a lot better.
Despite the fierce competition, Tyson Fury has urged fans to refrain from disparaging Oleksandr Usyk, emphasizing that their rivalry is purely professional. Tyson has expressed respect for Usyk, stating that after he wins, he doesn't want the public to trash talk his opponent.
I've seen some stuff in the media like this is really personal between me and Oleksandr Usyk. It's not personal. It's strictly business for both fighters, you know. There's a lot of stuff on the line and all that, but I don't hate him. He don't hate me. He's a good husband, good God-fearing man, so I respect him as a man, as a fighter. He's undisputed cruiserweight champion, he's unified heavyweight champion, so anyone would have to respect the man's achievements. Good fighter, you know, I've got a tough challenge in front of me, but I'm very confident in my ability, and I'm very confident that I'll beat the guy. But that's not to say he's shit just because he loses to me. Like, you know, everybody I ever beat before, even long-reigning lineal champions like Vladimir Klitschko, after I beat him, everyone said, oh, he's a piece of shit, him. Wilder, all of these guys who I ever beat, they were all shit after I beat them. So please don't say that Oleksandr Usyk's shit after I beat him, because he's not. He's a unified heavyweight champion, undisputed cruiserweight champion.
Renowned trainer Mark Tibbs has weighed in on the rematch, noting that Usyk is an exceptionally talented and sophisticated boxer. Tibbs believes that Tyson Fury is aware of the mistakes he made in the first fight and hopes he has corrected them for the rematch.
Well, you know, Usyk is such a sophisticated, accomplished boxer, like Fury, but he's smaller. And Fury almost was there last time out. And Fury, I've said it before, I say it again, would have known what he did wrong instantaneously. And he's just got to put them right to get the victory over Usyk. And he never gives up, Usyk. You know, none of them boys at the top like that even think about giving up. 1,000,000%. You know, he'll feel he has the upper hand, Usyk, of course. But a real fighter, that will give the other fighter an edge too, because he knows he's got to put it in. He's got to put it in. He's got to put it in. So yeah, it works both ways.
Johnny Fisher, a rising figure in the boxing world, believes that Fury vs. Usyk 2 is set to be one of the greatest fights in recent memory. Fisher is backing Tyson Fury, citing his experience and ability to adapt as key factors in his favor. However, he also acknowledges the brilliance of Usyk, stating that this rematch will define who truly stands at the pinnacle of heavyweight boxing.
No, the first fight was brilliant. I'm backing Tyson Fury. I think his track record of rematches, I think I've seen a few pictures of him coming in a bit chunkier, a bit heavier, playing to his natural strengths, and he had Usyk going. But we know how good Usyk is. If you beat Usyk, I think he's conquered the world, hasn't he? Because he's beat everyone he needs to beat. I don't know what's happened like that. And yeah, just excited to see the fight. May the best man win. The two best on the planet.
Meanwhile, Derek Chisora has highlighted Usyk's unique fighting style, which involves starting fast and finishing with equal intensity. Chisora warns that this approach could put Fury in significant trouble, as Usyk's relentless pace and precision could challenge Fury's endurance and adaptability.
Do I believe Tyson can beat you, Alexander? I look at everybody he's got in his sparring camp. I personally don't believe that you can actually. The sparring partners he's got right now, they're pushing him to be menace. You know, they are in awe of Tyson. You know, they will pull their punches when they're sparring. You know, they will. This is what I'm seeing from the things I see on Instagram. So, I mean, what I see, what Alexander's doing is totally different to because I think Alexander's way is more like start fast and finish fast. He knows he can hurt him now, so he's gonna come and try and hurt him. You will not, as he keeps saying, you won't leave him alone. I would love Tyson to win, but right now those.
Francis Ngannou, reflecting on Fury's style, emphasized the clever tricks Tyson employs in the ring, such as his feints and unorthodox techniques. Joe Rogan, however, pointed out that Fury's tactics are more about mastery of timing and angles than tricks.
Tyson gloves. He's very tricky with his glove. I have heard it. When he fought Deontay Wilder, he complained about that.
You really think he's doing that?
I think so.
I've seen the Deontay Wilder videos, but they're not convincing. Here's why. They're showing those videos in slow motion.
Yeah.
And in slow motion, it looks like his glove is flopping all over the place.
Yeah.
But that's just because it's in slow motion. When you watch him boxing, he's doing this. He flicks. He shows you it, pop, and then he drops a big punch in. His style of keeping that hand loose and flicking, sometimes that wrist opens way up. People are like, look, his glove's not even attached. His glove's attached. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about because after he does this, he does this. There's no way he's doing this if his glove's not attached. It's attached. He just loosens his hands. A lot of his punches, he's just showing you things. He's showing you things. Bang! He's showing you this. So a lot of it is loose and he's just popping you with that like a whip.
Shane Watson, another expert voice, remarked on Fury's preparation, noting that in the first fight, Fury may not have come in at his best physical state. This time, however, he is expected to be in peak condition, ready to face Usyk with the adjustments necessary to claim victory.
Once they've got your intel, you know, like when you rematch Qualler and people like that, you know, they just got you now, that's it. And that's exactly why Kevin Mitchell said he didn't want to rematch Lennox. He said if I couldn't do him the first time, it'd be impossible the second time. You just got to get them on that chance when you've got them there. You know, and that's it. Like, so, like, and you see it in like the Joshua fight and things like that. You know, like he was way better the second time, weren't you? So, you know what I mean? Because he downloaded all that information, knew exactly what Joshua had and what he didn't have. You just don't rematch guys like that. But listen, I'm rooting for Fury. I want him to win.
I am hearing that he's going to go in heavier for this one. Why is that the strategy that you all think might work?
Not heavier. He wasn't supposed to come in light last time, so. He wasn't supposed to come in light last time, but with him having 2 training camps back to back, he did come in light. He lost a bit more weight than what he should have, but he boxed well with that weight. The lighter you are, the better boxer you are, because the less weight you've got to carry around and so on. But for one, you can't take the punches as good, or the punches as good, and different things happen, so you have your pros and cons. So not heavier, but just as normal.
Tyson Fury's journey back to the rematch has been fueled by his passion for boxing. As Fury himself stated, "I am not boxing because I don't have money. I am boxing because I love it."
4 weeks to go to the biggest fight of the year. The biggest fight in boxing, me and Usyk. And I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot! Good up! Can't wait. 21st of December, the belts are going to be mine again!
On the other hand, Usyk's quiet confidence and relentless preparation suggest he's ready to defend his legacy and cement his place among boxing's elite. The stakes couldn't be higher, as both men aim to leave an indelible mark on the sport's history.
No, він дуже швидко відновлюється, він дуже хитрий.
Are you ready for the biggest fight of the year? Don't miss out on the action, the drama, and the history-making moments. Subscribe to Boxy Hub for exclusive updates, expert insights, and behind-the-scenes coverage of Fury vs. Usyk 2. Stay tuned for all things boxing, where champions are made and legacies are forged.